Hi everyone. How are you doing today? It finally happened, the moment a lot of us have been waiting for. Sorry. It isn't our draft mode inside ranked matches yet. But this could be arguably better. We have a new balance update and they actually nerfed Sableye. Again. So let's take a look at everything that was changed with this patch. First, single strike urshifu received some nerfs as well. Wicked Blow had its damage reduction while charging reduced by 1/3. This change is applied to both the upgraded and unupgraded Wicked Blow. The Unite move was also changed. The damage was reduced by around 25% and now will only hit one target when you do the upward punch. Okay, this patch will hurt a lot for the Wicked Blow urshifu, especially because of the Unite move. You can still one-shot weaker targets but will be really hard to get a KO against tankier opponents, even when using an energy amplifier. The Wicked Blow damage reduction was also not great, but all of this combined should put this Pokémon more in line with the rest of the cast. I still think urshifu will be strong, but you'll probably be seeing this build a lot less in your matches. And that's another reason for that. Water urshifu was also changed and it turns out that this build may be the way to go. The boosted attacks now reduce the cooldown of surging strikes by 2 seconds instead of 1.5. If you think this might not be enough, surging strikes themselves got the cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. So this means, no more walking for 1 year waiting for your moves to be ready, more damage throughout the match and more healing, since you'll get surging strikes boosted attacks more often. This Unite move received a small adjustment as well. To get an extra hit, you used to need to attack enemies 3 times. They reduced this number to 2. I still don't like this Unite move that much, but let's see what this actually does for Rapid Strike urshifu. I really think Rapid Strike will be the best urshifu now and I'm glad, because I always thought this was the coolest build to play. Scyther and Scizor were also hit by this patch. Dual Wing Beat and Swords Dance had their cooldowns increased by 1 second. But Swords Dance also had the attack buff decreased from 15% to 12%. Scyther's Unite move had the range reduced in both the first part as well as the dash. So this will bring down both forms of this Pokémon, but for Scyther, the Swords Dance's nerf will decrease his capability to burst down your enemies. The range reduction on the Unite move may bring more people to play double hit, so you can use that larger dash before uniting. This way you can still get to the target you want. For Scizor, well, he'll be basically the same from before in my opinion. The next Pokémon here is Mr. Mime. They reduced Confusion's damage by around 15%. The extra damage you get when your enemy is power swapped or hit a wall was not adjusted. Power Swap will heal 15% less. The movement speed increase when linked with an ally was decreased from 15% to 10%. The Unite move damage was nerfed again across all hits. This is closer to what I wanted to see with Mr. Mime. Less damage with not a lot of changes to his defensive stats. I'm happy with these changes and I hope that this is enough to bring Mime's damage down to a point where you can't KO your opponents by yourself that easily. Surprisingly, Clefable is here as well. Moonlight's healing was increased by 15%. And the stun your enemies get when entering your gravity with a dash was increased to 1 second. It's a nice change, but I don't think this will do very much when playing alone. Next we have Hoopa. Hyperspace Hole's cooldown was decreased from 12 to 10 seconds. After going back to your base this way, you'll instantly start to recover your health. And now you can also teleport back to your original location every 10 seconds as well. If that's not enough, you can now use Phantom Force without targeting a Pokémon. You can choose the area where you want to go. Hoopa's Unite move was decreased to 112 seconds as well. So I guess the old Hyperspace Hole build is back. You'll always be able to use Hoopa's portal to get some health and immediately get back to your position, which is something you wouldn't be able to do before. And Hoopa's Unite move is probably one of the best moves in the entire game, so just the cooldown reduction by itself would already make this Pokémon really strong. Don't be surprised to see more videos on Hoopa here soon. Dragapult received a small buff in Shadow Ball's damage. I think they're trying to make people want to play with this move more, since Dragon Breath is still the preferred choice. And lastly, finally, we have Sableye. Shadow Sneak will take longer before you can get invisible after pressing the move. And if you get stunned during this time, you won't turn invisible at all. This was the most frustrating part of playing against this Pokemon, that he would just walk away no matter what you do. But now there's finally something you can do to fight Sableye without having to worry so much with seeing where he is. And those are all the changes we received with this patch. I'm a bit scared about the water urshifu, but besides that I think they did a great job this time. Let's see how everything will play out going forward. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Pokemon Unite content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate having you around. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you next time.